age of 5. But here's the part that should keep you up at night, more than any late-night feeding or diaper change ever could. Research from Harvard University shows that if you are making one specific, incredibly common mistake in how you interact with your infant, you aren't just missing a moment, you are actually triggering a biological stress response that can physically alter the architecture of their developing brain. If you've ever sat on a park bench in Santa Monica or a coffee shop in Manhattan and seen a parent scrolling on their phone while their baby reaches out for a connection, you've seen it happen. This video isn't about guilt, it's about a wake-up call. We are going to break down the hidden habits that are quietly disrupting your baby's future and the simple, science-backed shifts that will turn your child into a confident, emotionally secure powerhouse. Stop doing the distracted gaze today, before the damage becomes a permanent part of their wiring. Most parents in the U.S. today are busier than ever. Between the hustle of a career in Chicago or the endless commutes in Los Angeles, we've been taught to believe that as long as the baby is fed, clean, and safe in a high-tech swing, they're doing just fine. We think, oh, they're just a baby, they won't remember this. But that is a dangerous myth. You see, your baby's brain is like a supercomputer that is building itself in real time. When you ignore their bids for attention, those little babbles, reaches, or even just eye contact, the brain doesn't just wait for the next time you're available. It begins to produce cortisol. Chronic elevation of this stress hormone is like pouring acid on the roots of a young plant. While high-performing parents in Finland or Japan prioritize serve and return interactions, many of us are accidentally raising children in a state of functional neglect because we are physically present but emotionally absent. This is the truth that most pediatricians don't have time to explain in a 15-minute checkup. In the late 1970s, Dr. Edward Tronick conducted the still face experiment. It's famous in psychology circles, but every parent needs to hear the results. They had a mother play with her baby, and then they asked her to suddenly make her face completely expressionless. No smiling, no frowning, just a blank stare. Within seconds, the baby became distressed. They tried to get the mother's attention, then they started crying, and eventually, they turned away in a state of total emotional collapse. This wasn't because the mother was mean, it was because she was unresponsive. Now, fast forward to 2024. We are doing the still face every time we stare at our smartphones while our babies are trying to talk to us. The gap is staggering. In a study by the University of Washington, researchers found that babies in high-interaction households had double the vocabulary by age 2 compared to those in low-interaction homes. This isn't about IQ genes, it's about the serve and return mechanism. Think of it like a game of tennis. Your baby serves by making a sound or a gesture. You return the ball by responding with a smile or a word. If you don't return the ball, the game stops. And when the game stops, the neural pathways for language and emotional regulation literally stop growing. It's like a construction site where the workers just walked off the job because the foreman stopped giving instructions. To fix this, I want to give you a framework I call the C.O.R.E method. It stands for connection, observation, response, and engagement. This was adapted from early childhood development protocols used by top-tier developmental specialists in Boston. It's simple, but it's the secret sauce for building a genius-level emotional foundation. Let's look at step 1, connection. This is about the gaze. In our modern world, we have divided attention. You might be pushing the stroller through Central Park while listening to a podcast. That's fine for a bit, but your baby needs exclusive eye contact for at least 20 minutes of their waking hour. Let's look at a wrong versus right scenario. The right way, the C.O.R.E way. You stop, you look them in the eyes, you say, "Oh, you dropped your red truck. You want me to get that for you?" You wait for their reaction, you give them the truck. That, right there, just sparked 1,000 new synapses in their prefrontal cortex. Now let's talk about step 2, observation. Most parents miss the pre-cry. Your baby is always communicating before they scream. If you only respond when they scream, You are teaching their brain that aggression and distress are the only ways to get needs met. This leads to major behavioral issues in preschool. Instead, watch for the lean. When they lean toward an object, narrate it. Step 3 and 4, response and engagement. This is where you become a sportscaster. If you are in the kitchen in your apartment in San Francisco making dinner, talk to them like they are your assistant. Now I'm chopping the carrots. See the orange color? Crunch, crunch, crunch. This isn't just baby talk, it's parentese. It has a higher pitch and elongated vowels. Research shows this specific tone actually helps the baby's brain map out phonemes faster than regular speech. Once you master C.O.R.E, you can use an advanced technique called joint attention. This is what the top 1% of cognitive developers focus on. It's when you and the baby both look at the same object and you confirm that you are both seeing it. It's the foundation of human social intelligence. If they look at a dog in the park, you look at the dog, then you look at them, then back at the dog. This triangulation is the highest form of brain building for an infant. So how do we implement this? Let's look at your 30-day brain builder roadmap. Month 1 to 2, the narrative phase. Every day for 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes in the evening, you are a narrator. If you're changing a diaper, describe the texture of the wipes. If you're walking through a Target in the suburbs, describe the lights and the colors. By the end of month 2, you will likely see a significant jump in their receptive language, their ability to understand what you're saying even if they can't speak yet. Let's troubleshoot some common issues. Problem 1. I'm an exhausted working parent. I get it. You're tired. You've had a 10-hour shift and you just want to zone out. Here is the fix. Quality over quantity. 10 minutes of deep connection, phones in the other room, floor time, eye contact, is better for brain development than 4 hours of distracted supervision. Here is an advanced secret, the Floor Time Multiplier. When you are on the floor, you are at their level. This changes the power dynamic and makes the baby feel safe. In a state of safety, the brain can focus on learning mode rather than survival mode. Most American homes have babies in containers, jumpers, swings, strollers. If you want to double their motor and cognitive development, get them on a flat rug on the floor with you. Let's recap what we've learned. Here is your action step for right now, as soon as this video ends. I want you to take your phone, put it on a charger in a different room, and go sit on the floor with your baby for exactly 15 minutes. No TV in the background, no chores, just you and them. Watch what they look at and talk about it. If they reach for your hand, squeeze back. If you do this for just 7 days straight, you are going to see a different child. You are going to see a baby who feels seen. And a baby who feels seen is a baby who will grow up to be a leader, an innovator, and a confident adult. I want to hear from you. Comment below with the word present if you're committing to the 15-minute phone-free challenge today. I'll be reading the comments and cheering you on. In the next video, we're going to dive into the specific foods that actually boost infant neuroplasticity. You don't want to miss that one. Thanks for watching, and remember, you are the architect of your baby's future. Build something beautiful. See you in the next one.